Okay, you're from from where where are you from?
Well, let's see how awkward I can make it. Did you say that you want to fuck my mother?
Yes.
Yes, like a true German, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I'm from Israel. I'm a Jewish person.
All right.
Oh,
Okay,
fuck
brother.
yeah. Not aggressive at all, right? What a douchebag.
Yeah, no.
So what are you? What are
What
you, like
does
a third generation Nazi or what? Fourth
uh,
generation Nazi?
so living in Israel means I'm anti-Semitic because I told you I gonna fuck your mom. Or
No,
what?
it means that you are anti-Semitic because you are fourth generation Nazi, where your grandfathers or grandfathers used to kill Jewish people for fun, basically. And you sit here and laugh and tell a person that you want to fuck his 80-year-old mother just because you don't agree with his position. You will willing to rape a person just because you don't agree with whatever you heard. That's fucking German as fuck, buddy.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I said. Yeah. You're right.
You-
Your mama jokes means I gonna rape in real life, and that's a serious thing, or what? No, dude,
How
what the
is it
fuck?
different? How is it different from a person telling you that I agree with the IFD and you automatically assume that he's a Nazi just because he's agree with the idea?
I mean, the AfD is
Explain me logically.
logically.
Yeah.
What? What do you wanna hear from me? Tell me.
I would like first of all to relax, to cool down the tone, and I will forgive you for your basically childish mistake. And if you would like to actually have a conversation, because I would love to hear the German opinion of
Mhm.
why is it so wrong to feel a little bit, priority towards security, towards education and industry.
Okay, I apologize for my assault of your mother.
That's
Okay?
okay, no problem.
All right. Let's go into the facts. So the AfD is basically a right-wing party with racist politician behavior, with a lot of homophobic speeches and policies bringing into the parliament. It's
Okay, how many of them were convicted?
basically just fucked up right-wing um party.
Okay, I hear what you say. Okay. How many of them were convicted of hate crimes in Germany?
No, that doesn't matter.
Of course it does. You say
No,
that they're
it doesn't
racist.
matter.
It does. To be a racist in Germany, it's considered to be a hate crime. Or is it legal to be a racist in Germany?
It's
Can I
very
go
legal.
in the street?
It's very legal, yes.
Can I go in a street? Can I go in the streets in Germany and I don't know, Sieg Heil or throw stones at Jewish people? Is it legal to do something like that, or is it not racist?
No, it's not legal to punch a person in the face because he's black or uh, do Nazi greetings. That's not legal anymore. But
Okay,
a lot of racist stuff is perfect legal. Perfect.
maybe a lot of stuff that you consider.
Actually police practice.
Yeah,
Racist
okay,
behavior is actually police practice in Germany.
okay, I get that. Maybe it's just because your personal definition of racism does not mean the legal definition of racism in Germany.
Dude, the N
And
word, saying the N word is legal. So
I
what do
have
you
no
mean?
problem with that. I have absolutely no problem with. I
The
have
N
an
word is not legal. The N
I
word
have
is not racist, right?
absolutely no problem. Also, just so you know, I don't have no problem with people calling me stinking Jew or whatever you want to say. You know why? Because where I come from, we have a saying that sticks and bones can break your bones, but words cannot hurt you.
So words
Maybe
cannot
maybe
hurt
you
you,
grew up
but
in a
you.
different environment.
So words cannot hurt you, but you want to apologize because I did a joke about your mother.
No, you see, we have a conversation. I didn't mind it. I just wanted to prove a point here. I'm not mad at you because you said whatever you said.
All right,
It's
very
just
very
stupid.
good,
It's
very
childish.
very good point, right? Thank you for that. So please tell me, is dropping the N-bomb to call a person racist?
Well, in Germany, apparently it is.
Yes. And it's not illegal. So you would say just because the AfD is not
Okay, okay. So okay. So let me
just because
rephrase my.
they're not convicted means they are not racist.
Well, first of all, let me rephrase. I made a mistake. I assumed that it will be illegal in Germany to say the N-word.
No,
If
it's
it's
not.
legal, okay, so if it's legal, then it's not racist. Absolutely not. It's protected, it's absolutely protected speech.
So basically, what you're saying is, if it's legal, it's not racist or homophobic or whatever, right?
If it's legal, by definition, it's allowed.
No, I'm asking you if just because it's allowed, it's not racist. Because that's what you're saying.
Me and you, here's the thing. We have a conflict about definition. You think about the word racism as something automatically uh, defined, well defined. If you can actually, first of all, define your definition, that will be great. We could have a normal discussion, because in my definition of racism, racism does not apply to protected speech. So basically, in order to call something racist, it has to be illegal.
Okay, so basically, what the Nazis did back then were perfectly fine, not racist at all, because it was legal. That's
No,
what
of
you're
course it
saying.
was illegal. Of course it was illegal.
No, it
That's
was
the reason
not.
we had the war.
Of course not. It was legal in
It-
Germany.
okay, but it was illegal. It was illegal in the eyes of other nations.
Yes.
Yes, exactly. So here in your argument,
But
you
we're
also
talking
raised that.
about the AfD, and you
Okay,
said the AfD is not convicted because racist stuff is not illegal, so it's not racist. You
right.
know what this is going, where this is going. You understand?
All I'm saying to begin with. In a democracy, wherever there's a free speech, where there's freedoms, if a certain thing is allowed by law and you disagree with this, there's a way to change the laws. But you simply, when you shut the speech, when you shut off absolutely any critique against that, not only that you do exactly what the Nazis or the communist parties that did in Germany, because people keep forgetting about the environment that led to the rise of the Nazis. The Nazis did not want a clear majority. They did not want a clear majority in 1933. It was a split between the communists, the Nazi party, in the middle. The democratic parties were nothing there in the middle. So what all you're doing right now is just contributing to this environment of the left shutting up the right, and this like civil discourse about like what should we be? Should we communists? Should we be nationalists? Should we give democracy a chance? No, absolutely not. This is exactly what led to the rise of the Nazi Party in the 1930s. So if you want to stop this, maybe give like options give like to the middle ground, like for the actual democratic people, the option to actually speak, to talk, to listen without having like this explosion of like emotion and the Verbot von Meinungen.
Are you crazy, dude?
Okay, if
That's legit opposite. If everything is allowed to say, nothing matters. If there is no truth anymore, because you have to listen to everything.
yes.
Then we got Donald Trump. Then we got
Well, I
Hitler.
got Donald Trump. Donald Trump is my parent. Okay, Donald Trump is my parent president, not yours. You say like you got Donald Trump. No, it's not your problem. You're German. It's not your. He's not your president.
It's our world problem.
No. How is it? How is it a German problem?
But you know Trump policies?
Yes, I do.
You know he wanna crush the European market?
I don't. How? Okay, can you prove me that? Can you actually show me the
Dude,
plans, the
he said
policies?
yes, I can show you. America first. He says America first. We don't get products from Germany and Europe anymore. We want to produce it ourselves. That's just gonna
Okay.
kill our economy. It's just stupid. It's stupid,
That
arrogant
sounds
behavior
well.
without any reason.
That sounds okay to me. That sounds personally
Yeah, dude, he's just a
very spoiled.
dictator with crazy illness. I don't know how to explain it to you. But
Okay,
if
so
you
you
like
don't
Trump,
believe.
you're crazy,
So you
dude.
don't believe in the right of a country to dictate its own economic policies.
You just said it's not about Germany, and I proved you wrong. I told you why it's about Germany. Are you listening
How is
to
it
me,
proven
dude?
again? How is it
Dude,
proven?
your
Okay,
main
explain me.
language is English.
Yeah,
It's actually my second debate in English, and you're not
you're
getting
doing
any
great.
of my points,
Well,
dude.
first of all, relax. You're doing great. I really enjoy this conversation. I just, you could be a little bit more relaxed, but you're doing great. I appreciate. I know that it's not easy for you to have this conversation in English, and I think that you are doing amazing. Okay, so I'm not your enemy here, but you have to explain me first of all. Why do you think that that's proving something? Okay,
It's
let's say for example,
really funny, by the way, that you're going on tone policing again and again. But told me in the beginning that in the world you grow up, you don't get hurt by words, and it's all, oh no.
of
That's
course you don't, man.
a bit funny, a bit funny. But yeah,
You think
go on.
of course you don't, man. You think if I'm gonna curse, if you think if I'm gonna curse, yeah, you're gonna be bleeding because of that. You think I'm what? You think is there's gonna be any kind of a repercussion to things I'm gonna say to you right now? No, man. It's pointless, man. You can tell me whatever you want to tell me. I'm not gonna die because of that.
Great,
That's
great.
what I mean by
By
that.
the way, do you live in USA?
Nah, I'm a citizen of Israel.
Okay,
But I mean, like, I could go back to United
but
States.
your parents live in the USA.
Yeah,
All right, I see. And they voted for Trump.
yeah, actually, yeah, they did. Like a lot of Jewish people, like most of them
So
actually.
you know that Trump is has the plan to deportate all Jewish people to Israel, right? You know that.
No, he doesn't.
He speaks about it on Twitter.
Well,
You
you're
just have
welcome.
to read the streets. So
You have the access to the internet. I don't know if you have the time. You're welcome to show me that plan. I have no problem with reading, and we could discuss that to details. But I could guarantee you that he doesn't have any planned policy whatsoever to deport like Jewish people or target Jewish people to deportation.
yeah,
Well,
a bit naive, but it's all right. Um, you really think? You really think? By the way, do you know who Trump's Christian um What does Berater mean?
Advisor.
Advisor, actually.
Yeah, you have a couple. He has a lot of
Christian main advisor from the church, very high person in the Catholic church in the USA.
well, there's a lot of them, buddy.
Yeah, but one of the highest and actually the main Digga, ich hab Berater schon wieder vergessen. Advisor, the main advisor
yeah.
of Trump. And he preaches that everything has to burn in the Middle East.
Ah, you talk about the evangelists.
So everything has to burn to the ground so Jesus Christ can return.
Yeah, you're talking about the evangelical Christianity. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know how it's called in English. I'm into it in German, but
yeah,
that's what he's talking about, and that's what Trump is supporting, and a lot of Trump voters are supporting.
Yeah.
If you're living in Israel and your parents are Jewish, I don't fucking know how you can vote for an extremist like Trump. He's just gonna kill all of you.
Okay, so that is a valid opinion. That's the first time that I actually hear a valid opinion from something that is actually like have a little bit flesh to it. Okay, so how can we do that? In America, there's a lot of systems in place. The biggest one that allow this kind of talk is the freedom of the separation between church and state. First of all, it gives you the freedom to choose your religion. You could be whatever you want to be, as long as you don't break the law, the constitutional law. Secondly, there's a lot of articles in the Bill of Rights that forbid you to hold a position of power if you are a member of a church, a leader of a church. It's not a secret that a politician says whatever he says at the time of the election and lies. It's always been like that. It's not a secret, even to most of the Americans, actually. We just accept the fact that there are crazies all around. Also, a lot of Jewish people are crazies. Not just the Christians. I mean, a lot of your followers here are pro-Palestinians, and I assume they want to talk about free Palestine. But a lot of Jewish people, they believe in basically the second coming of their Messiah, and they recolonize the West Bank because they believe that that's how the Messiah will come, and they daily do violent acts against Palestinians.
Yeah, and that's just.
I mean, yeah. Does that mean that Jewish people are crazy? No, it just means that some of us need a little bit re-education.
No, just that Zionists are, right?
No, Zionist is something else. Okay. You want to talk about Zionism?
Oh, not in English. Not in English, buddy. I'm into it, but I assume I cannot get that gerecht.
Okay.
In English.
It will get you in trouble. I get it. It's okay. I understand.
Actually, I can go into jail tomorrow if I say something wrong. And if I'm talking English, it's a bit difficult, right?
Yeah, I understand. I get what you're saying. So this is just okay. I hope I answered your question about like how people can vote for a person that also support the evangelical
yeah. So because you think he just says it because of getting votes.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean,
nobody. And he just lies again. Yeah, it's possible. It's possible, I guess. But still, if you say something like that, you're obviously not that good person, right?
Trump wasn't voted to power because he was a good person. Nobody cared that.
Okay, tell me, why did your parents vote for him?
Because he's the obviously, I'm pretty sure that you know that in the United States, the government is built a little bit different than European countries.
Yes.
It's not that in the United States there are just two political parties. There's more than that. It's just every election, only two parties are getting enough votes to
Yes.
continue, basically. So basically, the reality of the American people, it's either you vote for the Democratic Party and their representative, or the Conservative Party, or the Republican Party, basically, and their
Yep.
representative. And basically, based on the other opponent at the time, that was the better choice. That's just what it is. But Trump, compared to Biden or Kamala Harris, is a zero tolerance guy. He is not giving space to terrorism. He is not giving space.
He's not
It,
giving
it,
space to terrorism.
no,
Yeah,
no, is
there we're gonna jump into Zionism, but
okay.
dude.
I'm open, dude. I understand. Like you actually, I feel that you have the option, the opportunity to speak to a person that is not going to be offended from, challenging topics. Like if you want to talk about Jewish racism, Zionism, whatever, I don't mind. But Zionism on its core, you need to understand.
Yeah, no,
Zionism in its
Trump
core,
is a terrorist himself. So I mean, he
no, no.
bombed people. He legitimately bombed people to death. He is going to support, and he did, as he was in the White House 4 years ago. He was supporting the terror against the Kurdish people, as an example. It's
So,
just bombing civilians. That's what he did. He's a terrorist. I don't know how he has zero acceptance for terrorists. That's just,
well, here's
I
the
don't know.
thing. In order,
He is a
yeah, in
terrorist.
order, what was it? Ask him if being for AfD, who just hides its anti-Semitism, as the most be racist against Islam. Yeah, I don't understand this question. By the way, your chat, if you wanna write like a question, if the moderator, what? I'm sorry, I never got your name. My name is Benny. What's your name?
Tim.
Tim?
Tim.
Tim, nice to meet you. I'm Benny.
Hi, Benny.
Look, about your question about the bombings of the Kurdish people. In order
Mhm.
to be classified as a terrorist, you first of all need to prove that your target was civilian targets, and the cause of your bombings was politically motivated. It's just part of the legal definitions of stuff like that. But when you initiate a war,
75% of infrastructure of Kurdistan is bombed by US
yeah, it's sad, man.
weapons.
Yeah, I
German
have a
weapons,
lot
by
of,
the way, too.
yeah, I have actually a lot of Kurdish people, sorry, a lot of Kurdish friends, and I feel sad. I feel sad about this reality, but you need to understand that those are the consequences of war. War is never peaceful.
This is not a
I
war. This is just not a war.
okay, so in what environment did those bombings happen?
If drones shooting on civilian infrastructure, that's not war. That's a war
Well,
crime. That's
it, it
terrorism. Per
well, it
definition.
depends. It depends if this infrastructure was used towards military or terroristic uses. You want me to give you like a real world example for what I mean?
Yeah,
I have a
right.
couple.
Human shields, right?
Well, it could be, but let me just give you a proper example for something like that. It's illegal. It's illegal to target civilian infrastructure. Okay, for example, schools, for example, churches, mosques, synagogues. It's also illegal to target military forces. Like if you are the person and you participate in this conflict from the other side. So you basically, if you are fighting against the Americans, it's illegal for you to fight in civilian clothing. You cannot masquerade as a civilian, have a conflict. You have to clearly mark yourself with uniforms, with, flags basically. So what happens when you're not clearly marked? What happens when you just inside a synagogue, inside a hospital or a school, grab an RPG and shoot a tank? Does that mean that it's basically, a free get out of jail card? Is that okay? You think that's, I mean, there's nothing to do in this kind of scenario?
You can't compare single humans versus drones, right?
Why? Why? What do you mean by that? Is that you? Are you saying that it's not a? Uh, it's illegal to use drones in a conflict?
No, to destroy 75% of the civilian infrastructure with drones.
Well, in the legal determination, in the legal books, there's no line against 75% or any kind of percent. There's no reference to that. The only reference that they talk about it's illegal to target civilian infrastructure, but against that, it's also illegal to use civilian infrastructure as in means of terror. It's never one-sided. There's also laws against the other side as well. Basically all this discussion is basically about of which side you prefer. It's selective. It's a selective opinion. You understand what I'm saying here?
Yeah, I don't agree, but I want to come back to what you previously said. So Trump is has a strong hand against terrorism. Okay, well,
Yeah.
if you think so, okay. But what's about his other policies he gonna pursue?
Which one? Like,
He's wanna end the democracy. End democracy. It's the last time you can vote in the USA. The
well, here's
last
the
time
thing. Yeah, here's the thing
on
that
the paper. He has
yeah, here's
now the power to shut it all down and never leave the White House again.
here's the thing about something
That's
I
cool
learned about.
because he has a strong hand against terrorism, right?
Yeah. Here- Here's some, here's something that I kind of learned from, my time listening to German people, like German opinions. You tend to prophesize the future too quickly. You basically hurry towards like judge people based on third or fourth encounter, of based on opinions of opinions of opinions. It's not fair.
Yeah.
It's not even logical, man.
Yeah,
What,
don't judge people by what they're saying or but what they're writing down or what they're
well, it's
working
not that.
on. Just judge them by their actions. No, if the actions are happening, it's too late, brother. That's just stupid. All right?
The American system is not relying on one person. The American system has no Führer, almighty
In
Buddha.
the past, yes. But at the moment, if Trump enters the White House some weeks
He will.
ago, some weeks in the future, he never has to leave it again.
No, he does. There's actually laws in place that
No,
basically.
not anymore. Not
Why?
anymore.
Why do you think that?
There was a court from the Supreme Court um
Okay.
3 or 4 months ago. They said in Gerichtsurteil
Somebody says,
in a
can we
in a,
go back to his
in a
mother?
court. How do you say it? In a court sentencing. Yes.
Sentencing? Yeah.
They said, and this was written down by the judges. They said the president is now a king above the law, can even shoot enemies, enemy rivals in the political race, or order war against civilian population in their own land, order airstrikes against protests in their own land. Everything legal. Legal. Because it's everything he does is an action did by
Okay.
the president and always legal. Always. That's
Are you
the
familiar?
court.
Okay.
What the court said. Right?
Okay. Are you
Supreme Court.
familiar? Yeah, I understand. But are you familiar with the American Constitution? S-
Not
And
100% perfectly, no.
okay. In the American Constitution, there's a clear separation between the houses and the American court. The force of the American Supreme Court is not above the force of the Constitution. It's not all. It's just it holds power, but it's not above the houses. All it does is just give its ruling based on laws that is already written. But
Yeah, but what
houses,
the House says doesn't matter if the Supreme Court doesn't
well,
care.
both of them don't matter if it's against the Constitution. That's what I'm trying to say. In
The Constitution is completely irrelevant. If the
No, not
Supreme Court
American way.
says,
No,
no, we don't care what the president does. If he breaks any law, doesn't matter what law, we don't judge him.
you talk
We
about
don't care. We're looking
community.
in the other direction, right?
Yeah.
It doesn't matter. It
Yeah.
doesn't.
Well, I actually agree with, for example, Hungry Luna just wrote the Constitution means shit if no one enforces what it's written in there.
Yeah, that's what that said.
Yeah, I agree with you both there. You're absolutely right. The Constitution doesn't mean shit if the American people do not believe in it and do not enforce it. The American way of life is stable. People actually believe in the Constitution. That's the reason why the American life is stable. That's the reason why people refuse all.
Brother, where are you living? I don't. In which world are you living? Above 100 million people, a third of the American population is legit in the purest, worst living conditions you can think about. It's crazy.
Halt doch dein dummes
There's
Maul,
nothing
du Idiot,
fine
Alter.
in
Ich
the
mach hier
USA.
Aufklärung. Geh
Nothing.
doch deine Mutter ficken,
There
wenn
are
dir das nicht
some
passt.
rich people, yeah, but the most of the population is just
Yeah.
very, very poor.
Who is the richest country in the world?
The USA.
Yeah.
Yeah, that doesn't matter because the
You know how
people are
much?
starving. People are jumping out of
Yeah.
hospitals because they don't want to pay the bill or they can't pay the
Yeah.
bill.
Both
They'd rather die than pay the bills because they
Yeah,
can't.
both statements are right. The first statement that goes, America is the richest countries in the world. It's right, and it's also what you said that people, in America, people die because they don't have a way to pay for their medical bills.
Yeah,
Suicidal rate is high and all that. Both statements are right.
Actually, best ever argument that capitalism fails. You just have to look. Obviously, it fails. In the richest land of the planet, Earth, people are starving to death by the
People are starving to death in every
hundreds,
country.
by the thousands.
Yeah, but people are
Yeah,
starving
but
in every
they
country.
obviously don't have to. Obviously.
No.
In Germany, no one starves actually because we care. We are not perfect. We have homeless people as well, but no one is starving. In America, the richest land on the earth, people are starving
Well,
in
they are
the
starving.
thousands per day.
They are not dying because of starvation, but they are starving. I agree with you. They are starving, but
They're
to
dying
die from
because of
starvation,
starvation. Yes, they are dying because of starvation. If you lose your job, you legitly die.
no. In worst case scenario, there's soup kitchens. I mean,
Yeah, not enough for everyone.
maybe I'm not sure because I wasn't in America for the past, I don't know, maybe 18 years or so. So don't quote me on that. But even if you get hospitalized, you run and you're running away from the bill, nobody can enforce you. Some people say it's a problem, but people taking advantage of the fact that you could lie and just ran away after receiving medical care. The thing what I'm saying here is what I'm trying to say here is no world can provide you, well, no political, I guess, entity or no political country could provide you with a solution to all problems.
Yeah,
Just because
the,
just because people,
I'm sure socialism can.
well, where does it succeed?
Everywhere, dude. Just open your eyes. What the fuck?
Where? Okay, give me one example. We could talk about one example, two examples, if it's so easy to point out.
Okay, okay. First of all, why does socialism rise up in the
Because
country?
people want free shit, man. People just want to have free stuff.
Yeah, if you break it down on that, maybe yes. But in the beginning, the population has to be really really poor, living in the dirt. And if that's the case, socialism can rise up. But because of that, every time if socialism comes in a country, you don't have that much resources to work with. Right? So you build up a poor country for the population. Every time socialism got tried, you get a lot of millions of people out of the poorness.
Yeah.
And what's happening next? Next, you're still an underdeveloped country because of the starting situation, and every single capitalist nation on the planet is going to wage full on war against this socialist country with everything they have. Because they know if socialism keeps growing in this country and keeps expanding, the capitalist nations lose their power. The
But
rich
didn't you?
persons who pay the bills of the politicals
Yeah.
lose their power. And that's why
Didn't you say?
socialism doesn't work completely. It works in the first place because getting a lot of people out of poverty is always the case. But running it long term, it's very hard. But we have a single example where it actually, we have actually two examples where it still is alive, the socialism. It's Cuba and China. China, yeah, not perfectly socialist, not very good for the people.
Yeah.
But they took parts of socialism and included it into the um, globalized financial world, so they can live on.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's actually
Remind.
what they did. They choose between getting demolished by the capitalist nations and applying capitalism into their socialist system. It's actually a good example how socialism can survive the attacks of the capitalists. The other
by by
example
using the
is
capitalist system.
huh?
Yeah, I agree with
Yeah,
you saying that.
by adapting some points of the capitalist system.
Yeah, man, that's
It's
yeah,
China
I could
is
see
not
that.
is not a capitalist nation. It's some aspects of capitalism, some of socialism. It's
Yeah.
not fully socialism, not fully capitalism, but it's only way to survive if you wanna grow as a nation. But
I can.
Cuba went another part, another way. Cuba said, okay, we are under attack by capitalist nations. What we gonna do? We gonna adapt capitalist behavior like China did? No, we don't want that. Cuba said, we gonna keep up the socialist ideas. We gonna stand on our own, and they actually did. Cuba is now a very poor country, very demolished still because of the attacks of the capitalists. The USA sanctions Cuba longer than 70 years now, actually.
Yeah.
It's crazy long time, and they don't stand a chance against the world economy. It's very very evil and bad, but the people don't have the resources to participate and not the strength or the opportunity to participate on the markets. So they are actually isolated. But still, Cuba has a higher Lebenserwartung. Was ist Lebenserwartung auf Englisch? Life
Life
expectancy.
expectancy.
Right. Than the US. A higher life expectancy than the US. Still.
Yeah.
Except it's so underdeveloped because of the sanctions about 70 years. Right? That's actually one of the best examples that socialism worked flawlessly.
Yeah. I
With
mean,
little resources, still better for the people. That's incredible.
remind yourself that fact whenever you order something from Momo or Alibaba, and abuse the capitalistic system.
Yeah, no, also that's just stupid.
Have you ever thought about what are sanctions? What does it mean, like in practical sense?
Dude, that's just stupid what you just said. So you basically say, you're against the system, but you'll still participate. Yeah, obviously. I can't
Well, yeah,
live in
man.
this world if I'm
If
that's just stupid.
it is kind of stupid. I mean, if you're vegan but you eat once a week meat, it's a little bit stupid. You're participating in an
No,
act that you disagree with.
that's different. You can be vegan
Both are
in this world,
ideologies.
but you can't be. No, it's not. Not. I am vegan, and it's not a problem.
Okay.
But I can't be living without capitalist
No,
infrastructure because I live in a capitalist nation. Just
yeah,
if I want
you
to
are
eat, I
vegan.
have to go in a store and buy something from capitalist factories. That's just how it works. I don't like it, but I have to live, so I have to buy stuff.
So let me ask you something else. If you're vegan,
Yeah,
okay. I mean, obviously you are vegan. I believe what you said. So you are vegan,
yeah.
but if you go and buy tuna every week or so, does that mean that you're still vegan?
I don't know what Duna is.
You don't eat tuna?
Döner.
Tuna.
Döner.
Sorry.
Yes, I actually eat Döner, but just with falafel.
Okay. So falafel is not tuna.
It's falafel Döner.
Okay, yeah. But I'm talking about like the shashlik or the kebab itself, like meat.
No, I don't eat meat.
Yeah,
Obviously.
you see. So I mean, obviously, yeah, because you said that you're vegan.
Yes.
But if a person, I mean, what is veganism? It's an ideology. It's a world belief. I believe that I'm not supposed to eat meat because rights of the animals, because it's cruelty, whatever. I
Yes.
mean,
Not
how is it?
participating in the abuse of animals as far as practically possible.
Yeah, exactly.
Practically
So
possible.
okay, so
That's actually
exactly.
written down in the definition.
Yeah, I agree with you.
What does it mean? Practically possible.
Practically possible? What does that
Yes.
mean? I don't know what does it
It's
mean.
it's not possible to don't eat something. Yes, everything is planted, and on the fields animals are dying as well. You can't live without doing harm, but you can take a lot of it away. That's
Okay.
veganism. You don't live without harm. You take the main harming things out of your store, out of your life,
Yeah.
whatever.
I agree with one of your commenters. They say all our beliefs are ideology. It's true. I mean, I agree with that. But also, political ideology is beliefs. What I'm saying is, we are communists or we are socialists because we believe in the socialist ideology. So if you are a socialist but you are consuming, through the capitalist market, how, how socialist are you really? It's the
So
same
so
as
you have to shit in the woods and live without the internet because it's used by capitalists and provided by capitalist companies.
well,
Toilet
guess what?
paper
In
is
China,
provided by capitalist companies. Damn
well,
it!
in
I have to
yeah,
shit
well,
in my hands. Oh no, my
in Ch-
toilet as well. Damn it! Oh no, my water as well. Sold by a capitalist. Oh no! Fuck!
you know,
I
it
literally
sucks. I agree
have to
with
go
you.
into the woods and shit into brother. That's just
It
not
sucks,
working.
but there's a reason. I mean, I agree with you. It sucks, but there's a reason why in the Soviet Union there was no cars until,
Yeah, sanctions.
well, they could build cars. Can we? I
Yeah,
mean, can
yeah.
they?
They
But
actually
they
built
didn't.
cars and they were quite cheap.
Yeah, they were quite cheap, but it took you 9 months or 7 years or something like that in Soviet Union to get one.
Yeah, because of sanctions. Right
What
there.
sanctions have to do with it?
If you don't have the material to build, it's lit hard,
Oh,
right?
yeah, it's pretty hard. It's pretty hard. So why am I to blame? Why am I to blame that you don't want to play with me? I have the materials to supply you. I have materials to give you so you could build your cars. But why should I give you those materials if you are against me? If you don't play with me nice?
Don't play with me nice. The Soviet Union would have give money to the US if they sold them the materials they need. But the
Ideologically.
ideology it's very hard to pronounce.
Yeah.
The
It is fucking scheiße.
ideology Digga. Yeah. Fuck it.
Look,
It's that's the problem, right? They don't agree on the fundamentals. They don't agree on the worldview, and that's why capitalist nations don't want to work with socialist nations, and socialist nations actually want to work with capitalist nations, but not not like the capitalist nations would think of. Not with abuse of the working class, not with abuse of the resources of the planet.
yeah, I mean, as a socialist, you could go and buy from those kind of companies. I agree with you. You could buy. But if you are a socialist and you still choose to buy from like a capitalist companies, then how can I call you a socialist?
Okay, wait, I have to break it to you down. Um, wait a sec.
No problem. Oh, Cuba brings doctors to crisis region all over the world, although being treated like shit by the world community. Well, Cuba doctors participate in Doctors Without Borders. It doesn't matter which country they are from. So it's not as if Cuba sends them. It's just doctors go there who happens to be with a Cuban citizenship.
No, it's actually a state goal to send as many help supplies to other countries.
It's pretty nice of them.
Yeah, they actually got their own corona vaccine, and they just gave it to few nations. The US don't. To this
Yeah,
point. To this point where Cuba did. Right? So
right.
the US says, if they don't gonna pay, no? Die.
Yeah, that's a problem about the United States. I'm not
F,
saying
why is Chat writing F? Was ist los, Leute? Hört ihr mich nicht? Hallo? Test, Test, hallo? Alles gut? Alles gut. Okay. Do you see that in the stream?
yeah.
The picture.
Yeah, I see it.
Okay, actually that's the opposite. Wait, what the fuck? 1 second. That's stupid.
Ask your chat. Maybe I don't know. Maybe if you also want to talk about the IFD and stuff like that, I don't mind. Like whatever your chat prefers to.
Das war ein F. I see, I see. Where is it? Okay. That's it.
Is it also, by the way, I want to ask you as a German, like as a German citizen, I mean, is it true that the IFD has a Jewish representative?
Yeah.
Where is he from?
I don't know. Actually, the AfD has black representatives and gay representatives, but still they wanna kick out every black person out of Europe and wanna forbid being gay by the law. So yeah. I mean, actually,
Okay.
in the NSDAP, Hitler's party, there were socialist people as well. They got shot on the first day after he took over the
Yeah.
power. So I don't care. So that's the image, right? We should improve society somewhat. And then you're coming around and you're telling me, yet you participate in society. Curious. I am a very intelligent. You understand? That's just argument doesn't work. I can't, as a socialist, live in a capitalist nation without using capitalist products. You understand?
Not really, man. Not really. First of all, there's also the option to import products, right? I mean, you could still order products, right?
I can order products without using capitalist infrastructure. How's
The
that gonna work?
infrastructure itself. Okay. So how about the option of immigration, like migrating? What's stopping you from immigrating towards a country that actually has that policies?
I don't speak the language.
So I don't speak German, but I learn. I mean, I understand German, but it will probably in a couple of years I will speak fluently. It's just a matter of time.
Yeah, and I just wanna fight for my Heimat to become better. Right?
Mm,
What's wrong with that?
What you wanna? So you wanna turn? Oh no, I just didn't understand what you mean. You're saying that you wanna turn Germany into a socialist country, like
Yeah, sure.
okay, yeah, because usually when
Improve it.
people,
Here. Yeah,
yeah,
right? We should improve society somewhat.
Well, there's also the option of returning after that. I mean, like, there's a lot of like political refugees or whatever, people that do not agree with the government and move to or run away or move to another country and come back later.
Yeah, like the Red Sun.
I mean, what? Just like with the first president of the first chairman of the DDR, he was handpicked by Stalin, right? Because he was a German who ran away. Something like that. Yeah, from history classes that I took a couple years ago. Anyway, so I'm saying that there's nothing wrong with participating in a socialist economy or socialist party in other countries, and meanwhile working towards making your Heimat or making Germany in social country. First of all, me personally, I'm against socialism. I am not socialist.
Oh,
But
that surprised me now.
oh, okay, yeah. But I'm support. I mean, I'm okay. I'm supporting you if you wanna have that party. I mean, like, we could live together. That's what I'm saying. You
No,
wanna
we
be
we
you.
can't actually. But
Well,
all right.
that's your problem. You see, that's your problem. That's your problem. Like me, I don't mind having you around. Like I
If
agree.
the Red Sun returns from Ireland, it's your problem, dude.
What do you mean?
Nothing, nothing, nothing.
Well, that is the core of the conflict here. That's the problem. That basically one side here refused to accept the debate, refuses to accept the notion of being neighborly and accept sometime loss and moving on, and the other side has to live next to somebody that actively saying stuff like that. I mean, like actively saying like we could not live together, we cannot we should hate each other, we should be
No,
fighting each
no,
other.
I don't hate you, but I fight against what you're justifying.
Fight, I don't mind. Fight politically, fight democratically, vote, like a normal people.
Yeah, just vote.
Yeah, exactly.
Just
and
vote
and
for Donald Trump.
well, yeah, and funny, but Donald Trump is actually one of the most popular presidents in the American history now. He won, he won
Yes,
the Senate.
incredible.
Yeah, yeah. So what
Mhm.
does that mean? Does that mean that the American people are racist just because they voted Trump to be, president by the popular and the electoral vote?
No, not every one of them is racist, but every
Just the
one of them
minority are
is
not.
stupid.
Well, that's the thing because you automatically you assume, okay? So you assume your base position that Trump must be racist, and therefore, first of all, therefore I'm right, and everything above that is either
Dude,
an out.
he is his his full political strategy to gain votes is pointing the finger against the poor populations and mainly against the immigrants.
Criminals. No, illegal criminals. Illegal immigrants.
Dude! It's actually the same in German. It's the same the
Yeah,
AfD says. It's
yeah,
just a
I agree.
lie. It's just a lie. If he says they're eating the dogs, they're eating the cats, they're eating the pets of the people who live there, it's just a lie. He lies to you. He lies to the American people to get them to vote him out of fear. He fears them
Look,
from nothing. The
I'm gonna
problem
be
is that the rich people in this country are hoarding everything. Meanwhile, people are starving. That's the problem. Not some immigrants.
and what if actually I'm gonna tell you that Trump policies are gonna fix poverty, fix Medicare, fix, American healthcare problems? Okay, so you think it's funny. Have you heard about this Kennedy guy that he elected to be head of the healthcare department. Are you there?
I'm in shock, man.
Ah, okay. I hear. Well, you tend to get shocked a little bit too easy, man. You need to grow a little bit more courage, I guess.
Yeah, I guess.
So,
So I understood you right. You just said Trump's gonna fix the Medicare problem. How?
well, he's gonna try at least. He's gonna make it better. I'm not gonna say fix it as if like make it perfect,
So
but he's definitely gonna make it better.
so shooting black people is gonna fix the Medicare problem.
Look, I don't mind. I don't mind shooting black criminals.
If they are already dead, they have no problem with medical bills, I guess, right?
Yeah. Let me say something. Let me say something for a second. Black people are not criminals. I have black friends, but if there's criminals who happen to be black, I don't mind having them shot. The same way as saying like if a Mexican comes illegally to the United States, he should be deported. Why? Because there are legal Mexicans that go through the legal route, and it's cheating. It's not fair towards them.
All right.
That's what I'm saying.
So you know that if you go in the legal way, you have to be rich.
Not really.
That's actually cheating.
You know how much
People are dying on the border because
Yeah,
they don't have to can afford to travel to America.
Yeah. You know how much it costs for an immigrant to come legally to Germany
The
for the
life
first year?
mostly.
Uh,
The life mostly.
exactly. The lively costs like rent and
No, the
you know.
life. You lose your life mostly.
No, I mean, why would you?
Dude,
Why?
we are legit. We are shooting at the borders on immigrants. We are.
Which country are we talking about? I'm talking about Germany. Who are you talking
We're
about?
talking about Europe and German
Okay.
policies in the European Parliament. In Poland, they're shooting on people. Germany is
Right.
fine with it. Fine, we support it actually.
I
Because we
support it
don't
too,
want them to
actually.
come to. You support shooting on immigrants.
I support shooting at criminals. My policy is very simple. It's better them than us.
Okay. In my word, you're the criminal, so it's okay to shoot you.
If I'm a criminal and you shoot me, then it's my fault. That's what I'm saying. If I break the law, I'm sorry, but I'm supposed to be jailed. That's just the law that abiding behind.
Okay, brother, there is no legal way if you're a poor person
Okay.
to come
From where?
into a rich country like US or Germany. There is no legal way. So every human being who's searching for a
Let's
better
talk about
life
it.
because we bombed their cities
Let's
is
talk
going
about
to
it. Hey,
get shot
yeah,
in the head. And you're
yeah,
completely fine with it because
yeah,
there
yeah.
is written on a paper from the parliament signed that it's illegal to cross the border. Are you crazy, dude?
Let's talk about it, like about the legal way of actually entering Germany. Germany allows visa to study, apply as asylum. You could also get a
Yeah, and if
Ausbildung.
you
You don't have to go to the
I
university.
know, I know that. I know that. And if you want to do that, you have to do what first?
Apply in your country, in your own country.
Yes. And is this possible if you're on the
Why
run?
isn't possible?
Because
Well,
you're getting bombed.
well, first of all, if you are in the run, look. If you are actual political asylum seeker, you,
You still get
um,
shot because you're illegal. Everyone
I
is illegal in the first place. A soldier on the
no,
border
no, no.
can't tell if he's running
Even
because of bombs or if he's coming because he want to get Bürgergeld. That's not how it works.
well, here's the thing. Even like in Hungary, there's a process
Even Hungary. Okay. I'm listening.
Yeah. And Poland too. Poland too. There's
Poland too.
if you're an actual asylum seeker,
Hmm?
if you could prove that your house was bombed down, that you are
Yes, if you can
fearing for
prove
your
that.
life.
If you can prove that, yeah.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Just prove it. Just prove it to me that your house gets destroyed. Just prove it. No problem. If you prove it, we don't shoot you at the border. I ask you again, how are they gonna prove it to the soldier with the gun at the border?
Well, first of all, there's a port of entry. There's a gate
No,
to that border. Yes.
no. If
I
they
used
if they if they go there, they either get flew away, yeah, took in handcuffs and flew away because the border is in front of Europe, and if you're in front of Europe and you get caught by the police or the
Mm.
military, you can get deported
Can you get
anytime
yourself to Turkey?
to
Can
Turkey.
you get you to Turkey? Yeah, let's talk about like other options. Like let's discuss about actual how you do that. Can you like this? The reason why I'm saying that is because my first German teacher happened to be a Syrian German.
Yeah, and
He's a German with a.
you're fine with shooting him.
Of course not, man. He did everything legally. He got to Germany in the legal way. He
Okay,
applied for asylum.
and if he don't have the education to went through the legal way, it's okay to shoot him because he's too stupid.
Look, the reason why we talk about that to begin with is the fact that Poland issued a law stating it's to shoot illegal immigrants at the border who actually attempt to cross the border. The reason why they have that law is because of a Polish officer died protecting the border because of an illegal immigrant that killed him with a spear. So yeah, I'm sorry, but I am I'm standing behind the European country here because it's not right. I mean, a person that seeks asylum, political asylum, shouldn't be killing soldiers. Correct me if I'm wrong.
Yes, you are wrong, dude. What the fuck?
Okay. Why? Why is it okay to
Because a
kill
rich
soldiers?
country has to provide a safe way for all people
Yeah.
to get safety, to
Okay. So
apply
can a
to
legal way.
apply a legal way. But that's
Yeah.
not the case. If
Can you
it's the
get yourself to
case,
Turkey?
dude, just think 1 second. If there is a legal way to access for all people, why the fuck are there illegal immigrants? Why the fuck are people crossing the border and risk to get shot in the head
Because they're criminals, man.
if there are legal ways for them to get in?
Because they are criminals, like Hezbollah, like Hamas, like ISIS or IS, I mean. Yeah, man. If you're okay, answer me this. If you're a terrorist and you know that if you go through the legal way, you'll be jailed or killed. What do you think that Iran sends her people through the border?
I have to research some numbers real quick. Okay?
Okay. All I'm saying is if you get yourself to Turkey and apply through the Turkish embassy, you could get you. Yeah, or you could actually buy a passport to Malta. That's another way for like terrorists to actually join the European Union, to buy a passport in Malta. So
Wait a second. Wait a second.
Okay.
You know Frontex?
What is that, a
Frontex.
website?
Frontex is the European border control, basically.
No, I have no idea.
They say that 0.1% of the people who are immigrating on an illegal way are potential terrorists. Potential terrorists. Right? So
0.1%?
0.1% of the people who are crossing the border illegal are
Okay.
potential terrorists. So
How do they
not sure that they're terrorists, right? But you still want to shoot every one of them.
you say
Dude.
that 0.1% of the people who cross illegally the border are potential
Yes.
terrorists?
Yes.
And how much is it in numbers? Like in absolute numbers?
Per year, it's estimated between 300,000 and 600,000.
So you're saying basically 3,000 people per year are potential terrorists that come every year to Europe.
Hmm?
So basically what you're saying here, from those 300,000 people, 3,000 people, sorry, what is it? 300 people.
300.
300 people, huh? Yeah,
Yes.
300.
Yes.
300 people are terrorists.
No. There is a reason to believe that there might be terrorists upon them.
Yeah, because they didn't went through the court system, they wasn't prosecuted, they weren't charged yet with a crime. So here's my question here. Assuming I'm going to accept this position, and I'm assuming you're right.
I
And
asked
I'm not
ChatGPT, by the way, again, and ChatGPT told 20 to 50 terrorists a year arrive in Europe. 20 to 50.
through
right?
which countries?
In Europe. In Europe.
Yeah, and asking. Yeah, okay.
Per year.
Asking through which countries? What are the main countries of entry?
Ja, Westbalkanroute. Mainly Turkey and Greece.
Okay, so basically, the German people don't even have a saying in that on which 20 to 50 terrorists they enter, because they don't even go through the borders, right?
Germany is the European Union.
Yeah, so
France.
basically, so once they enter in Greece, they're free to travel between borders and end up in Germany.
Not really, because of some legal issues, but yeah, basically it's possible.
Yeah. So how many terrorists does it take for a 9/11 to happen?
Okay, wait. So, because there are terrorists who did 9/11, you want to shoot 300,000 people a year.
Well, first of all,
Is that right?
shooting people is not just any people. It's shooting criminals.
They're
It's
not
shooting.
criminals. You're legit, dude. You're ill. You're
Okay,
ill, please. That's
by
completely
by
crazy.
criminals, let me define what I'm saying. By criminals, I mean people who actively break the law.
It's not possible for them to not break the law. Are you
Well,
completely stupid?
you're being classical German right now.
Yeah, and you're being classically stupid right now. That can't be real, dude.
If a country did not provide a legal way, okay. Well, first of all, let's begin with that the European Union has laws in place to allow
Please
or basically
answer me.
enforce.
Answer me.
Okay.
Why? Because last time I asked you this question, you said because they are terrorists. I ask you this one more time. Now we have the numbers.
Okay.
Why on earth, if there are legal ways for every person to access into the land and integrate themselves, why the fuck should 300,000 people a year not go the legal way, but the illegal way, and risk to get shot?
Because it's easier.
It's easier to get shot than
Yeah,
applying
apparently.
a legal way?
Yeah, it's easier.
Are you listening to yourself? If it's easier to nearly get shot,
If a person, let me tell you,
then the
like,
problem is not that the people are going above the borders. The problem is that it's too hard to go on the legal way. Then improve the legal way and don't shoot.
the people who got
Man,
shot,
why the fuck have I to explain this?
the people who got shot,
Crazy.
the people who got shot are particularly came through a route through Russia and Belarus and end up on the Polish border.
Dude,
It's
people from Greece. People
no, they're
from
not getting shot.
people go no, they're not getting shot in Greece. They're getting thrown into the water. They shoot their boats down. They're coming with boats made of plastic, and they shoot the boats down. They drown in the Mittelmeer. They get tied if they reach
Yeah.
Greek land. There are actually videos of immigrants getting to Greece, entering European land, and getting tied up and thrown in the water, drowning.
How many of them are women and children?
What does this question mean? You can't. The fuck is wrong with you, dude?
Because there's a
Do you know how
because
hard
there's
it
a
is?
way
Do you
there's a
know?
way to
Do you
assume
know?
there's a
Do you
way to
know? Do you
assume who
know?
is an actual
Do
asylum
you?
seeker who
Do
isn't.
you know how fucking
Why are you getting
crazy?
angry for a legitimate question here? How many of them are actual females and children? It's
Yeah,
a legitimate
I know
question.
where you're going, but most of them are men, obviously,
Why is that?
because you die if you're a child or a woman on this long way.
No.
Yes.
I mean, I seen a plenty of immigrants, females in Germany.
Yeah, because
How is that?
of family
So there's a
Nachzug.
way for them. So there's a
Yeah,
safe
if
way.
if a male comes into Germany and can stay, they can get their family to come on the legal way. If you
Yeah.
are here in Germany,
Yeah, okay. So
you can get your family into Germany on a legal way. Yes.
okay. So first
Yes.
of all,
And that's why on the illegal way men come. Do you
well,
understand that?
I understand, and you just basically agree with me that there is a legal way to enter Germany.
Yeah, but it's not
Okay.
possible in the
It is
first
possible.
place.
It is possible
Not
because you
for
just
the
explained me that it's
minority.
possible.
Not for the majority.
So, okay, so let's talk about this particular case of a male that came through like a rough boat, like a plastic boat through Greece. And after 7 to 10 years in Germany, working hard, he brought his family over. That means for those 10 years, his family been somewhere, not with him. His family spent 10 years in his land, right? In his country.
Yes.
So how is it that dangerous for them to be there, but not for him? If
There
you're
is
saying
a difference between the okay, how I explain it to you.
because
Going just escaping in the horrors of bombing is safer and actually possible for women and children, but going the illegal way into Europe, it's not possible.
so what is safer? Is it safer to go to Germany, to Europe, or staying behind in the bombing? What is safer in your eyes?
For women and children, it's safer to stay.
Okay.
For men, it's safer to go. That's why
And why
men
is
come
that?
and try to get the family on the legal way.
And why is that exactly that it's safer for men to leave but the female to stay?
Dude, is that really a question?
Yes. Let me let me elaborate then.
Because men are not likely to get killed on
Let,
the trip, right?
let's talk about war zones, for example. Let's talk about countries that they have war zone going on. Ukraine,
Yes.
for example. Ukraine has a very nasty war going on
Yes.
for a couple years now,
And
and
that's not a good example because Ukrainian people can, without a problem, come to Germany.
exactly. But who comes?
Women and children.
Yeah. In this case, women and children coming, and men stand behind to fight.
Yes.
Okay. So what's so different in the circumstances of other countries? How come in
Because it's
other
legal
countries?
from Ukraine to come to Germany is legal and way more safe. Because
Well,
it's legal.
it's legal for all at this particular moment. It's legal for other countries as well to come to Germany, not
No,
just Ukraine.
dude. Other people are getting shot in the head if they try to
Not in
come.
Germany, not in Greece, not in Italy, right?
In Poland and in Greece, you
Yeah,
get tied up and thrown into the water.
yeah. The
Or
reason,
shot at the boat to
okay,
drown.
okay. In in the case of the border of Poland, those are migrants that came through Russia. There's a lot of long history with Russia and the abuse of political asylum laws there. So it's a little bit more complicated than just saying that they came through a route and just happened to be on the Polish border. All I'm saying that
Yeah,
if
Russia um is abusing immigrants for war tactics.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
I
So
know. But what's your
it, it's
point? Still,
it's a
they
little
are
bit more
innocent people. If you shot them in the head, it's not fine just because Russia uses them as a weapon. Dude,
so
it's
so
legit
here's my problem. Here's my problem. In the case of Poland, Poland is currently stuck between a hard and a harder place. Basically, first of all, Poland has the right to determine who enters her country, her
No,
borders. I mean, every country has that. It's
no.
just if a country called herself sovereignty,
There
basically it
is
means that
there is EU law. Poland can't choose if they shoot people or not. That's
yeah,
illegal. That's illegal law. But we tolerate because we don't care about black people. That's the reality. And you don't. You don't care as well.
about what?
You're
I
happy to
don't care.
shoot them because maybe
Well,
maybe 0.1% of them is a terrorist. So just
my
let's shoot them.
yeah,
Let's shoot them all. No
my
problem.
opinion is Poland, as border control, has the right to enforce her own laws and shoot criminals. That's what I'm saying. If you enter a country illegally and threaten security forces with spears, with knives, with violence, yeah, I'm sorry, but buddy, you probably need to be shot. Yeah. It's as simple as that. It's just you're no longer a civilian once you take arms. It's just as simple as that. The
Yeah,
difference between
yeah. If there is a policeman at the border trying to help the the people who are coming to the country, and randomly
well, how is
immigrants
it different?
start attacking the policemen, yeah, it's okay to shoot them. It's self-defense. But that's
How is
not
it
in
different?
reality.
Yeah, but explain me how is it different from the case of a crazy person inside Germany? Like,
To just mass shoot people by the army? What's the difference between
I wanna no, the
dudes?
reason why I'm saying it is I wanna, in order to apply a logic, to be a universal logic, I wanna apply the same environment on a different case. I want to say, for example, let's take an example not in Poland. Let's say it's the law in Germany, a police officer, okay? And the person is a civilian. So he's probably insane. He's probably has a reason beyond him, but he's crazy. So he grabs a knife. He gets a gun. He gets a spear. Got a knife, and he attacks a police officer. Does this police officer has the right to shoot him?
Of
Would that be
course.
considered self?
I just told you. If a person attacks another person and he can just survive if he fights back, it's okay. But
So,
if it's no reason there,
so basically, you're saying that Polish people, okay, the Polish border patrol, are not doing it in self-defense.
obviously not.
Okay,
That's not
and why is that?
self-defense. Shooting unarmed people with the AK.
But Polish soldiers are still somehow dying. How are they dying?
They're dying.
How? What is the reason behind their death? I would concede. I
Can
would
you
say that you were right.
how much are dying there? I just ask you. How much?
In, in my particular case, I would say, and one is enough. One is enough to
Yeah,
enforce a law.
but you one is enough. Okay, okay. So as an example, yeah, I come, I go to Israel, right? I travel to
Okay.
Israel on the legal way,
You,
and
I'll bring you to my house.
I punch you into the face, right?
Okay.
And I don't know, I shoot your dog or something like that. And then after that, Netanyahu says, "Oh, that pure evil Germans. We have to self-defend against the Germans." And then they gonna just slaughter every German who travels to Israel.
Well,
That's
it's not.
just fine, right? Because one is enough. It's
Well,
your
how do you?
logic. It's actually your logic. That's
Well,
how stupid
apply
it
that
is.
logic. Apply that logic. Try to apply it. Say, okay, show me the person like you in that particular case who killed my dog, and Netanyahu who actually killed all Germans or other people. Show me that it's actually happening, and I will consider, and I would say that you are right. Because what you're doing is just a fallacy. It's a logical fallacy. You're doing a strawman argument. You're making a false.
Strawman argument. No, it's an example, not a strawman
But
argument. I'm a straw.
it's not.
It would be a strawman if I'm saying you just said Netanyahu killed Germans. No, that's not what I'm saying.
No,
I'm making an
show me that
example.
show me your equivalence. Show me where does that actually happen? Your scenario actually happens. Where do Polish people shoot people by the masses? Where does it happen?
I can research that real quick.
€1 ist weg innerhalb von 5 Sekunden. Und ich kann das natürlich sofort nochmal machen.
Bettina rotiert schon.
Fucking debate, bro.
Yeah, as I thought. It's just too new and no studies done upon it. So there are actually no numbers. But it's still happening. Innocent civilians are getting shot. We know that. We have news about it, right?
Well, we have an emotional assumption about it. That's what we have right now.
Emotional assumption.
Yeah. Emotional being basically, oh, I'm scared for the life of the civilians. It's so emotionally attaching that.
Dude, you just said it's okay to shoot them because they're criminals.
No, I said it's okay to shoot the criminals.
Yeah, I'm done. Hey, dude, I really appreciate talking to you. I have to go actually. If you wanted
problem.
to keep talking, we can talk, but not on this server. Just join me on another server, right? I sent you the link. 1 second.
No problem, my dude. You send me a message whenever you want to talk. We talk, man.
You can talk.
I'll keep you in the loop.
We can talk in 1 minute,
All right, bro.
but just on another server. All right.
Oh, you want me to hang on? What do you want me to do?
Yeah, just click on the link I sent you and come on this server. We can talk there, right? You got
Oh
it?
fuck! Where did you send me that link?
Private message, Discord. Actually, it's in the Twitch chat as well.
Let's do that instead. Komm auf die Seite und diskutiert mit.
Hmm? Yeah. See you there.
Okay, sounds good.
Der kann gleich mit Chris noch schön reden, Alter. Ehrlich. Kann gleich Chris noch schön den 5 Minuten durchbeleidigen. Sind Mods da auf dem Pommesbuden-Discord? Ich habe keine Erlaubnis, die Stage zu editieren. Geht nicht. Ich kann nichts einrichten. Kann nichts machen. Also, wenn da irgendein Mod da sein sollte, Vegan-Debatten einfach in den Titel klatschen. Kann ich machen, perfekt. Perfekt. So, YouTube, lasst ein Like und ein Abo da und auch gerne einen Kommentar mit mindestens 7 Wörtern, würde ich mich sehr freuen. Vielen Dank. Für den Algorithmus und so. Kuss.